Impact over income. Every Friday became a good month. Every weekday became the weekend. I'm so familiar with the deep end. I'm the travel guide to this squad. Financial freedom be the first stop. Maxing out the whole come help me buy back the whole block. Bust on the check that by crypto.
What's going on? What's going on, beautiful people? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? Let me get rid of the lights in the background so y'all can see my face. There we go. You should be able to see me beautifully right now. Go ahead, drop some ones in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. I want to make sure I'm coming through. Let's get this chat pulled up. I see the ones coming in. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, as we're getting started, I want y'all to take literally about 15 seconds of your time and go ahead and drop in the chat where it is you're calling in from. I want to see where we have people located from all around the world. I know we got people from all over, and I really just want to see where my people are calling in from today. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect. I see we got people from Georgia. We got people from Jacksonville, Florida. We got people from St. Louis. We got people from Guntown. Okay. We got people from New York, New York. I'm down here in South Florida, everybody. So I want to, first of all, welcome you. Thank you for taking a few minutes of your afternoon, of your evening, depending on where it is that you're located, to come sit down with me. We got people from Cali in here as well, right? So yeah, it's a little bit earlier out there. It's like 5 p.m. Okay. I know y'all 3 hours behind. So I want to thank you guys for spending a little bit of time with me here this evening. I'm not going to take too much of your time because it does not take too long to truly give value. But I want to talk to you about some information that truly changed my life and can change your life too if you let it, right? I want to take you guys back really quick, right? Because you're about to discover how you can shift from the employee side of the tax bracket to the business owner side by learning a super easy formula that has already been proven to get results, right? I want you to know that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, and we're going to show you why this is beyond a doubt the best possible way that you can build a profitable online income. For those that don't know, I'm actually a professional track and field athlete. Like I said, born and raised in South Florida, currently competing for Team USA, right? Two-time graduate from the illustrious Hampton University, graduated my master's in undergrad in business administration. So I just want to talk to you guys again a little bit about my experience and some things and some information, like I said, that can truly change your life. So get rid of any distractions that you might have. Prepare yourself. Have something to take notes with, right? Because we're going to be moving fast, but I don't want you to miss any of these gems. All right. So you guys ready? If you're ready, drop some 777s in the chat. Let me know you're ready. Drop some 777s in the chat, and let's go ahead and get this thing started. I see the 777s coming in. Let's do it. So I want to ask you guys some questions, right? What will you become? How would you personally feel if you had total control over every aspect of your life, right? How would you feel? Drop some emotions that you would feel in the chat if you had control over every aspect of your life. You know, likely if you're stuck, right, where you feel like you're stuck, where you are in life right now, right? Say relieved. I love that. Likely if you're stuck, what's been happening in your life is you've been learning from people that don't have the results it is that you want, right? Think about where you work. I worked many jobs, right? Where I worked, one thing that I realized is that my boss never had the lifestyle that I personally wanted, right? So you got to go ahead and identify what type of lifestyle do you want to live 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? What type of life do you want for your kids? How much time do you want to have to be able to spend with your family, to be able to do the things that you really want to do? I want you to think about, what are your deepest goals? What's something that you've always wanted to do that you've never got a chance to do? And ask yourself why. Is it because you don't have enough money? Is it because you don't have enough time? Is it because some other things need to be taken care of first? So I want you to know, by the time I finish with this information, you're going to be in position to go ahead and make a decision, right? Ask yourself right now, why are you here? Did somebody invite you, right? Did you want to learn some more information about what it is that we're about to talk about? Maybe you actually seeked out this information. But understand, no matter what it is that you want to do in your life, you need a plan. And that's what we're going to be able to give you guys today. So I want you to start right here. This 4-way cash flow quadrant was created by a gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. And he's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Many of you have probably already read that book, right? But in the follow-up to that book, and a great book, by the way, but the follow-up to that book, he wrote a book by the name of the Cash Flow Quadrant, all right? Write that down if you've never heard of it, the Cash Flow Quadrant. And in the Cash Flow Quadrant, he broke down the 4 ways that individuals make money in the world today. Now, this is something that you can go out there and you can teach somebody this today if you've never heard about this, right? The four-way cash flow quadrant separates people in the world into two categories, right? The left side and the right side of money. Then he further breaks that down into how that money is made. So 60% of people on the left side of money are working for somebody else. They're exchanging their time for money. If they don't go to work, they don't get paid. And likely if you're in this category, right, you're actually not getting paid every Friday, every other Friday, bi-weekly, however you get paid, you're not getting paid when that check comes through. Why? Because your bills are getting paid. Every time that check comes in, how many people, drop some high fives in the chat, how many people know exactly where their next paycheck is going, right? Is it going to the groceries? Is it going to the light bill? Is it going to your car note? You know exactly where that money is going every single time that check comes in, right? But then there's another side to the left side of money. You have the 35% of individuals who are self-employed. Now, these are your self-employed entrepreneurs. Now, they have a potential to earn more money than the person that works for themselves. But in this category, what happens is you're still exchanging your time for money because your doctors, your lawyers, your beauticians, your nail techs, even your athletes like myself, what happens? I'm exchanging time for money. If I don't run, I don't get paid. If I don't have a contract, I'm not getting paid, right? On this left side of money. But now this is what makes up 95% of all people in the world. And 95% of all people, what are they doing? They're only making 5% of all money available, right? Now that definitely does not seem balanced to me, and likely it doesn't to you either. But the reality is that's the reality of the world. But on the right side of money, you have 1% investor mindset and you have the 4% business owners. This is where 5% of the entire population now controls 95% of all money available, right? I want you to think about that. 5% of people control 95% of all money out there. Why is that? Because your business owners, who are they? That's the people that are employing the individuals that work for somebody else. That's the people that are putting places and things in position where the self-employed person can come in and still have a place and people to do business with, right? And then that 1%, there's only 1% of the population, ladies and gentlemen, that sees value in having their money working for them and having their money multiplying. I want you to change your perception on life, right? I want you to think back, think about maybe yourself, think about maybe your siblings, think about maybe your parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, right? Whoever it is in your life. Likely they worked really, really hard. Many of you right now know some people in your life that worked really, really hard, but they didn't make a lot of money, right? And it just seems like the harder they worked, the money didn't add up, right? They might come in late, they might take some extra hours, but at the end of the year, every single year, what's happening? They still have about the same amount in their bank account. They make a couple more dollars, they spend a couple more dollars. A couple more dollars get taken out in taxes, whatever that thing might be. But what we're going to show you is how you can move from the left side to the right side of money. I want you to completely change your life after this call and take 100% accountability and realize, look, the number one enemy to increasing your income is you, right? It's not the job. It's not anything else. It's number one, either a lack of information, which you're going to get today. And the number two thing, which you are also going to have control over by the time you get off this call, is procrastination. Right? Saying, I don't have the time. Well, that's what's killing dreams. That's what's killing hopes. And that's what's killing people's ability to take their life to the next level, right? Understand this, write this down. Nothing changes if you don't change, right? Nothing changes. And you can write it this way. Nothing changes if I don't change, right? And there's so much proof of that everywhere in the world. And I want you to understand this. The path of insanity is literally doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. So if you've been going to work for the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and you haven't saved up that $1 million that you want, you haven't been able to take care of your student loans, you haven't been able to pay off all of those credit card debts, or maybe that car, or whatever it might be, right? Then we got to understand that we have to change the activities that we're doing today. We can't wait till tomorrow, right? And we've been through a lot in recent times. There's been a lot going on last year in 2020, 2019, right? But understand this. Some people made a lot of excuses in the pandemic that just passed, but a lot of people in this community right here, we excuse the pandemic. How? Because we had access to the right information that put us in a position. So I want you guys to think about this, right? You're going to discover the newest and fastest way to create an online income anywhere in the world. What do all these different people have in common? They created their wealth online. What do all these companies have in common? Netflix, Spotify, Airbnb, Uber, right? These are companies you've never seen a Netflix movie theater. You've never seen Airbnb, they don't own any homes. Uber doesn't own any cars. Why? Because these are all the top companies in the world, the largest in their space. Facebook, the largest media company that owns no content. Google, the largest software vendor that doesn't even write its own apps, right? Yet they're the largest space. The time is here. The obvious solution for the last years has been right under our nose to build an online business. And that's what we're going to show you how to do inside of the world's largest, most liquid financial market in the world, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the foreign exchange market. This is a market that trades $6.6 trillion each and every single day. And it's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, all around the world. Now, I just said a lot, right? I threw a lot of big numbers out there at you really, really fast. Let me back up and break it down, right? This market is all of the world's money being traded online in real time. If you've ever traveled outside your country, drop in the chat some places that you've traveled to in your life outside of your home country, right? Have you guys ever been outside the country? I've been to a few places, right? Been to Japan, I've been to London, I've been to Canada, I've been to a few of the islands, I've been to Mexico, I've been to so many different places. And one thing that I realized is every time that I left the country, right, I had to exchange my United States dollar for that country's currency. Now, I could have did this at the bank. I usually end up doing it at the airport last minute. But if you've ever gone to the airport, even if you haven't left your home country, guess what? You've seen that little ticker sign, right? You've seen the place where you can go exchange your currency. Now, you might be asking, well, why would I exchange my currency? Let's say you're living in the United States. Why would I exchange my dollar for a Japanese yen, right? Because if I go to Japan, my money's no good over there, right? They have their own currency. If I want to get on the subway, when I go over there, if I want to get on their train system, I need their currency. Right? Same thing, vice versa. If somebody from Japan comes to the United States and you say, hey, you owe me $100. Are you going to take some yen? No. You're going to say, no. That money's no good here, right? I need cash, right? So that's what happens with the foreign exchange market. We show you how to do that same transaction that takes place at the airports, that takes place at your local bank. We show you how to do that online, right? You can do it right from your cell phone. And think about what I just showed you, right? Airbnb, Uber, Lyft. People would think you're crazy 10 years ago if you say you're going to go stay at somebody's house that you've never met in another state, right, for a weekend. Why? Because that wasn't safe. But because of technology, because of apps, you can now do that. And you don't even think twice about it. You now call people to ride in their car for them to pick you up, somebody that you've never met. And they take you to your next destination. And that's commonplace because technology, right? I want you to think of another thing. Your bank account. Everybody here is 18 and older, I think, right? And if you have a bank account right now, your bank is actually actively trading your money inside of these markets that we're talking about. And why is that important? Because your money is making somebody else rich. The question is, and that you want to ask yourself after this call, how can my money start making money for me rather than making money for somebody else, right? And we're going to also talk about another market that it says growing towards $1 trillion. But as of 2021, I am happy and smiling ear to ear to say that this market has cracked $1 trillion. This is literally the future stage for how everybody's going to handle money, right? And it's becoming global forms of payment for everyday purchases. There's some places in the world that you can actually go right now and they will only take payments in digital currencies, right? And this is also something that you can trade without owning any physical money. We're talking about things that you probably heard about in the news. You've probably seen it on some of your apps, maybe PayPal, maybe Cash App, maybe something else that you might be invested in, right? But this is your Bitcoin, your Litecoin, your Ripple, Ethereum, Cardano, all of those different other digital assets, right? We're going to show you how you can buy and sell these currencies. We're going to show you what's the most profitable way to get into them. We're going to show you how to protect your currencies. We're also going to show you how you can leverage these currencies because many people see the price of Bitcoin, right? Just in the last 2 months, went from under $30,000 to over $50,000 in just a 60-day span, right? In just a 60-day span. And if you were looking at this currency a year ago, right? Back the same time last year in 2020, you were looking at a coin at that time that was around $7, $8, $9, $10,000 per coin, right? But we're going to show you how you can access this amazing market, access these amazing coins, and put yourself in position to make money off of them, right? And we're going to show you exactly how that works. So the biggest question that we get, right? How can you actually capitalize on all of this money that's moving around, right? What's in it for you? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys here today, because we actually have a way that we're going to make learning simple. As a brand new person, I knew absolutely nothing about these markets, just like a lot of other people here on this platform. We didn't have a background in investing. Nobody spoon-fed us $1 million and said, hey, you're going to be a millionaire. No, we had to go get it for ourselves, right? But because of this platform, we've now been able to learn where to put our money, how to make our money grow, right? In a matter of minutes, in a matter of seconds, even in a matter of days and over time, all because of access to this information. Now, it's a 3-step process. So write step 1, everybody write step 1, drop some ones in the chat if you're ready for step 1, right? Drop some ones in the chat. So step 1, you're gonna actually learn some information. There we go, I see the ones coming in. Step 1, you have the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy. You have our High Frequency Mastery Academy. So this is like Forex on steroids. Imagine making what it takes you to make in an hour at your job in 60 seconds from your cell phone or your computer. That's what this is. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. We also have digital currencies, which I just talked about, right? And then we also have an independent business owner, a home-based business mastery academy. So that's step 1. This academy is going to teach you the basics. It's going to teach you the first video, what is Forex? What is high frequency? What is digital currency? You have 5, 10, 15-minute videos that are going to put you in position to actually learn what this stuff is. Because again, the biggest question I get, the second biggest question I get is, well, I don't know anything about it. How can I learn? That's what the academy is for. We don't expect you to come in with prior information. We're going to organize this information strategically for you to put you in position to actually learn what it is that we're talking about. So that's step 1. Drop some 2s in the chat. Drop some 2s in the chat. Now, step 2, what's going to happen after you get the education, right? These are, again, 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute videos. After you watch these short videos, you can get through this entire academy, right? Think of this like your freshman year in college. You can get through this entire thing in about 1 to 2 weeks, depending on how much time you have. I say if you spend an hour a day, 5 days a week inside the academy, you'll be done and actually understand this entire thing, right? At a general level within your first few weeks, right? Within your first 2 weeks at most. But you're going to come over here. That's where the academies are. Next, you're going to get access to Go Live. So Go Live is your live education. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was in school, I needed a little more hands-on information, right? I needed some hands-on help. I couldn't go to class, sit down, listen to the teacher and be like, oh yeah, I got it. No, I was a person that after class, I would sit down with my friends. I might go to the teachers after class hours. No. I know what they explained over in class. I know what the book said, but I need you to break this thing down for me because I get it, but I want to get it. That's what Go Live is. Go Live is you get access to 6, 7, some even 8-figure educators inside of this market. These are people who are already successful, people who have already cleared 6 figures in a year, people who are already multi-millionaires who are going to literally put you in position to pick their brain. They're going to basically break down what you learned in the academy, and they're going to take it to the next level. They're going to apply it to a real market. And not only that, the thing I love about this is it's live in your own time. So wherever it is you are in the world, there's somebody live 7 days a week inside of one of these markets, teaching you everything that you need to know. But they don't only teach because, again, that's just kind of like going through the academy and now somebody's teaching you live. Nobody wants to be in class all day just learning. We're here to make money. We call it learn and earn, right? So how are you going to earn? Well, this live mentorship is not only designed around your busy schedule, but the thing about it is these educators are actually going to be teaching you and trading live with you. So what does that mean? That means in real time, I can get on a session with one of these educators. I can pick a channel And I can see what time they're going to be on. This is like your personal TV station, your personal Netflix, your personal TV guide. And I can hop on with them. You see, it says London session. There's people on in the middle of the day, Trade House. We have New York session. We have Forex Mastery. And they're going to be giving me live market ideas. And all I do is hop on. I'm making money in real time with these 6, 7, 8-figure educators, right? But then they went a step further. This is number 3. Drop some 3s in the chat, right? We're going to give you some weapons that are going to allow you to make this thing super easy. This is what took it over the top for me, right? Yes, you gave me some. Yes, you're going to teach me. That's great. Yes, you're going to help me make money in real time. I can ask questions. I can watch all of your pre-recorded videos. That's all great. But the amazing thing about this is they give me some weapons and tools that simplify my trading. Think about this like your little robot, right? Y'all remember those old shows where they used to have the little robots that would do everything? They would clean the house. They would do all that little fun stuff. We're getting to that point, right? But these robots here, they literally trade for you, right? And you still have to push the button yourself. But if you can read colors, you can make money. I want you to think about it like this. Green means go, red means stop, blue means you made money. So when you see a green line pop up, that means, hey, this is a good time to go ahead and take this trade. So coming in, you've gone through the academy, you can now recognize a color, right? The market says, hey, go ahead and buy. What you're going to do in your trading platform, you're going to copy the numbers from the screen. You're going to enter that into your phone and you're going to go about your day, right? And in a matter of hours, days, however, depending on the time frame you take that trade on, imagine waking up, taking a trade, coming back home, seeing that you're up about $20 on your phone. You didn't work for it. You clicked the button. Pretty good. You go to sleep. You wake up. You look at your phone. Your phone's now up $50. Wow. I went to sleep. I woke up to more money. You go to work. You come home again. That one time that you press the button on that Tuesday morning, now it's Wednesday night. You're eating dinner. You get an alert that take profit 1 was hit. You look at your phone and realize, wow, I'm up $150, all because I pushed a button on my phone a day ago. That's what software and these weapons allow you to do. It allows you the information that you need to know when to get in the market, when to get out, and it's going to give you all of that, right? But let's just say that's too much work for you, right? We have Learn and Earn on the Go software. We're going to literally send you trade ideas from the market to your phone. So what do you have to do? You copy and paste. If you've ever copied a text from one message to another, if you've ever forwarded a message, if you've ever cheated on a test, this is for you, right? It's literally, again, one of those 6, 7, 8-figure educators texting you their personal idea about this market. And all you have to do is hit copy and paste. And now you're in a position to go ahead and make money off the expertise of somebody else. Now, we're not bringing you in to say, hey, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, so you can make money all day long. No, right? But it does allow you to make money as you're learning the skill set. Because as you're learning the skill set is truly going to be the thing that I believe that's going to set you free. It's going to put you back in control of your time. It's going to put you in control over when you're going to retire. It's going to get you closer to that financial independence number. But you're not in a rush to become a master educator. You're not in a rush to become a master trader, because any skill takes time, right? So as you're learning the skill, as you're becoming more confident in this skill set, you have all these softwares, all these amazing educators that are literally in position to help you make money along the way, right? That's what this software is. Learn and earn. And you can even do it on the go. So if that makes sense for you, right? Drop some fire emojis in the chat if you guys are excited on how you can literally make money in a matter of minutes, right? Now, let me see who we got on this call, right? Because I know we got people from all around. Let me see, Jasmina or Sade. Let me see if they are here and they are able to actually unmute. I want to see if we can get a real live testimony here on this call really quick, just so you guys can see, right? People that are really, really winning with this information, right? So I see Sade, right? Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and ask you to unmute. Hold on. Oh, there we go. You should be on unmute now.
Yes. Hello.
Cool. All right. So Sade, really quick for the people. I just want you to let us know how long ago you started, your biggest day trading, and your favorite software on the platform.
Okay, so I've been with the organization for about 8 months, and I love using the Swipe Coin app. That's probably my favorite. And also the Swipe Trades. That's something new I recently started using. So I've had much success with both of those. And my biggest trading day was taking a $100 account to $257.
Let's go. Hey, and how long did that take you?
About 2 hours.
About 2 hours?
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you sharing your testimony. And where are you from, by the way?
Jacksonville, Florida, Duval.
Hey, shout out to Florida. I'm down here in South Florida. I always got to show love to the Florida people. Thank you for sharing your testimony. We truly appreciate you. And I got one more testimony I want to bring up. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I hope you heard that. She said she took a $100 account to over $250 in a matter of hours, right? You can't do that in a year at your bank. If you put $100 in a bank account, and you try to take it out a year later, you're likely going to have less money in there. And that's just the reality. So I want to bring up one more person, right? And this is somebody who's has a lot of success here in this platform. Jasmina, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
There we go. I can hear you. So same questions to you. How long have you been part of the community? Your biggest day trading and your favorite software?
Okay. Hello, everyone. And let me let you guys know, Javon is my mentor. So I got introduced to this because of him all through a Facebook message. I didn't even know him, but I'm so grateful that he found me, or I found him and he introduced it to me. But so my favorite product is actually the harmonic scanner, because it's the old faithful. It's already, I mean, they're all good, but it teaches you like harmonic patterns and things like that. It really is a good copy paste profit tool as you're learning. And my biggest trading day is now $900. And that was off of Bitcoin, actually. And just because of learning this skill, I actually took that trade on my own, just learning the skill and being able to do that. But honestly, before I started, I didn't know anything about this. I started April 30th of last year. And within my first month, my biggest trading day in that first month was close to $700. So hopefully that gives hope to even the beginner out there that the sky is definitely not the limit. And honestly, if you think about what you make currently on your job in a day, is it $700 or $900 from your cell phone? Chances are it's not. So I'm forever grateful. Thank you so much.
Hey, most definitely, most definitely. We definitely appreciate both of you ladies sharing your testimony. So ladies and gentlemen, how would you feel if you got started, right? And you had a testimony like Sade talked about, where you turned $100 into $250. Maybe you within your first month, you have a day like Miss Jasmina had, where you make $700 in one trade, right? Right in your first month. Now you're probably listening to this, you're hearing people make all this type of money, right? And you're like, how much does it cost, right? Like, how much is this thing actually gonna cost me, right? I want to let you know, first things first, we want to look at this with the proper mentality, because this is not a bill. This is not something that's going to cost you money. This is something that's going to make you money as long as you go ahead and put the proper time, energy, and effort. Anything that we do in life, we got to understand it's going to take a little bit of our time, but it doesn't have to take all of our time. Our job takes 40 hours a week. It didn't take 40 hours a week for Sade to turn that $100 to $250. It didn't take Jasmina 40 hours a week to make that first $700. It doesn't take long to grow and multiply your money, but it does take you, number one, having access to the information. It does take, number two, you being able to copy and paste and follow instructions as they are given. And number three, it takes having access just to the platform, right? So let me go ahead and show you exactly how it is that you can plug in with this amazing community, right? This amazing community that's been putting people over the last 4 years in position to walk away from their job in less than 365 days, right? And let me see that again, in less than 365 days. That's what you have access to here on this platform. So like I said, the biggest question that we get is how do I actually get started, right? And this is very powerful because number one, the system works. And I just want you to understand that. Smart devices are taking over. All year long, businesses have been boarded up. You haven't even been able to go into some of your local shops for a long period of time. And the best thing about what we just talked about is we're giving you not only access to software that's going to help you make money, but you're going to get access to a skill set. And that's the most important thing. This is a skill set that nobody can ever take away from you. I don't care who tries to hire you, who tries to fire you from a job. This is something that you're going to have for the rest of your life, right? I want you guys to just take a moment, write today's date down, right? What's today's date? The 16th, February 16th, because today is the day that you found out about the world's largest, most liquid financial market, right? Today's the day that you found out that for just $235, you can get access to all of this amazing information that we just talked about. You can get access to our foreign exchange package, the high frequency package, or the digital currency package, which is going to get your foot in the door, let you start learning about this information, give you access to one of our amazing 12 different softwares that we talked about before, right? You'll get access to this harmonic scanner, but there's other softwares in here. You know, the DeLorean, the Steady, the Vibrata, the Levels, Steady and Pivots, Swipe Trace, Swipe Coin, right? So many different softwares that you have access to. But with the Platinum package, you get access to one that has already put people in position to make multiple six figures, right? But on the Elite package, if you're like myself, right? Maybe you're somebody that truly sees value. Everything you do it to the next level. I'm an elite individual. Anything I do, I'm taking it to the top. On this Elite package, you get 12 softwares. You get the copy and paste software. If you like the idea of being able to copy and paste some information to make money, you heard Sade talk about the Swipe Coin app. All of that's included with the Elite Academy. You heard both the ladies talk about how their biggest trading days were in the cryptocurrency space, right? You'll get to learn about Forex and start making money there. You'll get access to software and signals that are going to help you make money along the way, right? That's why I personally started with the Elite package, because it gives you everything that the company has to offer. And again, gives you the best opportunity to make money as you are learning, right? But the company went one step further. They said, look, you heard about this, and it's okay if you never knew about this market before, because they don't teach this in schools. I didn't even know anything about this growing up. But guess what? Today, if you know two friends, two family members, two people that you could call up right now and say, look, I just heard about people that's making money from their cell phone, and I want you to just check it out just like I just checked it out. Bring them to a call just like this. Guess what? We have a thing called 2 and Free. This is our scholarship program. The same way I was able to get a scholarship in college, right? This is our scholarship to the academy, because we know that some people might not be able to be in a position today to afford this thing down the line. And we want to put you in position to be here 90 days, 6 months, 12, 18 months from now, because you're not going to learn a skill set overnight, right? You didn't learn how to ride a bike the first time, right? It takes time to learn, and it takes time to get good, right? Now, you might have some success early on, but if you truly want to develop this skill set, we want to put you in a position to be here down the line. This 2 and Free information is going to help you get your tuition waived, right? Think about it. How many people do you know that don't know how to make money from their cell phone and don't know how to make money while they're asleep? And the thing about it, you don't have to train them. You don't have to teach them, because we already have a system and the software that we just talked to you about. They're going to get access to the same thing that you're getting access to, right? You get them on a call like this and we do the work. Think about it. The person that invited you here right now, if it wasn't me, is doing the work, right? They're not doing the work. I'm the one doing the talking, right? So you don't even have to be the expert. You just have to be plugged in and learning and using the softwares that you've been presented with. But our company, they went one step further, right? So I want to talk to you about this, right? Take 5 more minutes max of your time, right? Now understand this. If you like everything that you just heard, right? If you see value in making money from your cell phone, if you see value in making money while you sleep, then you've already made your decision to get started, because you've been doing it right your entire life. You went to school, you got a good job, right? Maybe you went straight into the workforce, you're getting paid, right? And somebody said that that was the way to have a good, successful life. And you realize I'm not even making six figures yet. I'm nowhere close to earning my first million. And you realize reality is changing, right? We talked about how many buildings does Amazon own? How many stores have you walked into? Our money needs to evolve the same way, right? So I want you to understand that the worst thing that could possibly happen is you get started, you try this thing out, and you end up back exactly where you are right now, right? But imagine what happens if you apply yourself. Imagine what happens, you get in, you learn, you put yourself in a position to be on that next level. What could life over the next 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 years look like for you, right? Are you not sick and tired of people driving around in your dream car, living in your dream home, doing things that you wish you could be doing, but you can't because you have to work? You couldn't take off. Your best friend couldn't take off for work, right? I want you all to stop being a spectator in this game called life, right? But this next part that we're going to talk about is how you can turn this thing into a business, right? Now, this is 100% optional because everything that you can do without talking to anybody, without ever sharing this information. But I personally think that's selfish, right? That's just me personally. And I realized when I used to work at my old 9-to-5 jobs, friends all the time, hey, do you know anywhere I could work? Do you have somewhere I can put my resume in so hopefully they'll hire me? I wasn't the boss. I'm not the person that decides whether or not you get paid, right? But over here, you know what I found out? I can share with you the same app that I'm using to make money. I can share with you the same educator that's helping me make money on a daily basis, right? So that's what I decided to do. I shared it with a couple friends and I got an email one day that said, congratulations, you're a platinum 150. I said, wow, what does that mean? You're making $150 each and every single month, right? $37.50 every single Friday. Now that might not sound like a lot to you. And I know you're not getting started to make just $37.50 a week, right? But this is outside of your trade account. This does not involve any money that you're making trading. This is money that the company is paying you because you impacted some people's lives, right? They went one step further and said, look, 12 customers join your organization. A couple of my friends told some of their friends. We all started using the same apps. We were jumping on the same sessions. I talked to some people on my social media, let them know what it is that I was doing. And I got another email that said, congratulations, you're Platinum 600. At that rate, my monthly tuition and my initial investment was paid for. I now had money to put in my trade account. I didn't have to take money from work, money from my rent, money from my car. I didn't have to take any of my extra money to put towards this, right? It just made sense. And then about 30 days later, I got another email that said, congratulations, you hit Platinum 1000. Now, at this point, my organization was starting to grow, right? Because people were telling people how they were making money in minutes, how they were making money inside of the fastest moving currency in the world in digital currency space, right? I started to get $250 to my account every single Friday, all because I was helping other people make money, right? People that wanted to make money anyway. I want you to understand, I'm not here to convince you that this makes sense. I'm not here to convince you that this works. If I need to convince you that it makes sense to make money while you sleep, and it makes sense to make money from a cell phone, then likely this might not be the thing for you. But if you see value in making money from pushing a button on your phone, you're in the right place, right? The person that invited you, obviously they seen something in you that you could take your life to the next level, that you can learn something that we have 7, 14, 15-year-old kids making very great money off of, that some of their parents have never seen, right? But if you really want to turn this thing into a business, the CEO says, look, when I hit Platinum 2000, I said, wow, I'm making $500 every single Friday. I want you to go to your boss tomorrow, and don't really do this, but go to your boss tomorrow and say, hey, can I get a $12,000 annual raise? At Platinum 1000, you've given yourself a $12,000 annual raise, right? Like Miss Jasmina, she did that in 30 days. She gave herself an extra $12,000 a year because she helped people, right? And that's not including her trading money. At Platinum 2000, an extra $24,000 a year, not including any money that you're making trading, right? I want you to imagine this. You're making just $50 a day, nothing crazy, $50 a day trading over the course of 30 days. Let's say you only traded weekdays. That's an extra $1,000 a month. Add that on to what you're making residually, right? That's another $12,000. Let's say you're Platinum 2000. plus making just $50 a day. You just gave yourself a $36,000 a year pay raise annually. That's not going to happen at your job. You can upgrade your lifestyle literally every single day here. And it's all up to you and the time that you want to put in and the effort that you want to put into really making this thing work. When you really break down the numbers, it just makes sense. At Platinum 5,000, you've now given yourself a $60,000 annual raise, $5,000 every month. You're getting a check with a comma every Friday. And at Chairman 10, you're now making 6 figures a year, right? What some people go to school for 6, 8, 10 years for, you've now made. And we have individuals such as one of my personal mentors, Mr. Paris Simmons, who hit this rank in 90 days, right? And shout out to all the Chairman 10 just inside this organization, right? Mr. Paris Simmons, Jaleesa Yancey, Charles Dyson, right? Megan Raquel, Stevenson Lindor, Garrett Roberts, right? All of the different chairmen inside this organization. Garrett Roberts is actually a chairman 100, right? We actually have over 400 chairmen just inside the entire company, right? This is a place where you can really succeed. You can really grow wealth. But again, this side of the compensation plan is completely optional. But again, who doesn't want an extra $100,000 a year, $100,000 a month? We have individuals that are 18, 19, 20 years old making this type of money every 30 days. We're not talking about every year. We're talking about every single month, right? And again, this is optional, but why would you leave 2 bags on the table, right? Put yourself in a position of wealth because this is literally the largest transfer of wealth that the world has ever seen. And you're in position right now. So ask yourself this: do you want to be paying off debt? Do you want to be here to learn how to trade? Do you want to be here to just save money? Or do you just completely want to change your life? Do you want to do all of the above and understand that the next year is going to look nothing like the last few years have for you, right? That's what we have for you today. Ask yourself, what will you become? But only you can answer that. Only you can put the time, energy, and efforts in to completely change your life. So as one of my mentors, Mr. David Imonitier says, you don't fail in life because of a lie that was told to you. You fail in life because of the truth that someone told you, but you chose not to believe it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've been told the truth here today. I urge you to get back to the person that invited you. Tell them thank you for sharing this information. I'll see you guys at the top because